they actually had like they basically had like a secretive vote and voted me out.
Rude.
Yeah. So I was like,
See that I don't like that. You know, if there's an issue with something, then just come and talk to me about it.
yeah, yeah,
Otherwise, it just seems so childish.
yeah. And like their excuse was the team captain wanted his brother so.
Well, that's okay. We got you on our team, so we're good.
Oh yeah. And the funny thing
Beat my dad. My dad's 6'7". So yeah, it was always something to be proud of because again, I was the only one. So. Watch out, Eddie. That's why I don't understand. I would wear, because I would be afraid of them they're not looking to see where you are.
That's why I think it was last Sunday. I whipped it and it went over the red sand. I was like, I'm sorry.
I know. I always feel so bad, like they're just gonna get hurt. Yeah. But you know, at the same, but you gotta wear the equipment, right? I figured they're a bigger target out there than the net is at that point. Go ahead, baby. Hit the net, fool. Scary. I don't care if it's bulky equipment, just buy it. You're going to be safe.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking of buying a chest protector. Well, at least. Well, then again, I don't know because like a chest protector doesn't protect right here.
And this is right. No, I get it.
So it's like,
what do they have that? Would it be like maybe like the collar guard like that like David has that he uses for goalie? That's a separate piece. Have you seen it? Have you seen his collar guard?
Yeah.
So it's a separate piece. I wonder if you can buy something like that.
Maybe.
I mean, it doesn't have to just strictly be for a goalie, right? It just to protect the neck area.
Yeah.
I agree because, you know, I mean, even with the protection on, I've seen him take a shot up there and it just missed the padding just enough to where it left a mark. And it scares me all the time with him. I mean, after you know his clavicle was broken, I just get so afraid because I mean it's a hit I've seen him take so many times, and then just that one day it was just wrong.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, dude, I've seen David go down, and he's, you know, we've dealt with concussions, we've dealt with split ears, we've dealt with, and he told me, I didn't know anything about hockey except for who Wayne Gretzky was. That was it. And it was because my two of my friends from high school, they were into hockey. But other than that, I knew nothing until I started watching it in '96. And I fell in love with the Chicago Blackhawks. And Eddie Buffo was my man. But then that was also when I realized that I was going to name my firstborn son Matthias. So when I had two girls, I was like, this is not right. I need a boy. And so I finally got my boy. I was like, you know what? I didn't care if it was a girl. It was going to be named Matthias. Because I was going to be done after that. But Maddie was supposed to be a twin. But I didn't have two boy name picked out. I had one. But unfortunately, we have one. Nice, Nancy. You got it, Elmer. I like her. She's a good player. She played goalie. I thought she only played out. Yeah, Abigail and I went down to Irvine last night and watched a little bit of the Narge that's going on. Man, there's some really talented players out there. Jeez.
Yeah.
It was so fast paced, I was having a hard time keeping up.
I actually was here for one of the tournaments, and like even like the tournaments here, like I was like, whoa. Like the women's teams, like
Yeah, no, I saw a couple of the girls that played. We saw them last night. They were already done playing. Oh, nice save. We saw, I think Jess and Alyssa were both there last night. Alyssa's playing on the women's. I don't think she's playing on the men's. I think she's playing in the women's gold. But she's young. She's amazing. She plays on Abigail's Tuesday. She plays with her on the Tuesday girls team, the juveniles. I can't get over how she's really good, and she's young, so still lots of time and years on her. Nice, Jake. Ooh. God, that could be bad.
That's another thing I'm scared of doing. Sliding into the backboard and breaking an ankle.
Yeah. It's definitely, I mean, this has definitely got to be one of, like, you know, I think they say that it's not as dangerous as, like, say, football, but I think this has got to be one of the most aggressive, most dangerous games out there. Especially nowadays, you see how many people are getting hurt, well, from skates, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Did you see that one, that, I guess they might, I don't know if they're going to press charges because they're thinking it might have been an intentional thing where he cut him with his skate because he went to kick.
Oh.
It was in the Canadian League, I think.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was showing that to David, and he's like, "Oh, so he's like, that looks intentional."
Yeah.
If that's the case, then he should be going up for, you know, a possible, like, a manslaughter, because I mean that could have been attempted. That's like crazy.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't. The guy did he live or did he? I don't know if he lived or if he died.
Yeah, I think he did. Maybe.
I'm trying to remember because I know we had one from the NHL that passed, right? That was hurt.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure about the Canadian League, if he actually lived or not.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask Abigail. She seems to know all that 411. Go ahead, girl. Yay! Nice shake. It wasn't just me. I just
Yeah.
wasn't sure if I was overreading it, but it kind of seems like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to pause it for a sec. Come on, guys. Come on.
He normally stays as defense, but and so you always see the two guys going up.
Oh, she would not leave probably.
I used to spend the whole day here, just playing and subbing.
You know, and she does, and I think it's so funny because of all of them, I did not think that it would have been her. And boy, she is so into it. At home, I mean, everything. She's always itching to play, or she's watching it, or she's, you know, if you want someone's stats, just ask her.
Yep. It's definitely paying off too. She's getting a lot better.
Yeah, like wow. I've been so impressed with her. And I mean the fact that she's not nervous anymore. She's taking on more teams. She's playing on three or four teams right now. She's playing on the juveniles, leftovers, Ludicrous, and Redhawks. So 4 teams. Because we also had Abigail had a her first track meet on my birthday. And sure enough, we didn't get to do much of anything because we were trying to figure out what we're going to do with him. He had no insurance. So I was like, well, that's going to be kind of tough. Yay! On cars, so that was kind of tough. So then after that, that's when, yeah, he's like, you know, I'm just going to have to deal with it because I don't want to have to go in and have the surgery again. It's one of the coolest things ever. I've actually taken pictures and showed it to people, and they're like, that's the hardware from her back. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, she just had her second one about 2 years ago. She's having more pains again. She won't go through it again. She'll just deal with it at this point. Because the last one was a little scary. She was there longer and she had to have a blood transfusion. So it was a little bit scary. You know what, that girl, I only hope and wish that I move around and look as good as she does when I get to be that age. My goodness. She doesn't look like a day over 60.
Whoa.
That's my
mild concussion.
Oh.
Yeah.
On this one.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're right. I think it is a little bit of a. It's like, you know, possessed or something. It's.
Yeah. Like it was. I think it was like my second or first game on. Like I barely started hockey.
How long have you been playing hockey, Patrick? Go ahead, baby. Woo! Sorry, Steve.
Maybe since I was.
He was 16. I was almost 18. And he had only been playing for maybe 2 years. But they started in the street with ball hockey. And then when they brought it to the high school, they had, what, 2 seasons or 1 season where they actually had it as a high school sport. And played, no suspension, no nothing. The guy said, oh, that's just hockey. That's not hockey. I've seen hockey. Even like when the guys are pissed off, I've seen hockey, and that's not how they do it.
Yeah.
You know, they'll go to your face and just give you a punch to the face. They won't cheap shot you and then jump on your back and hurt you even more. Once you're down, right? But yeah, no, this guy was something else. So it made me think that he wasn't all there that day. And then talking with one of David's old teammates, that he played with on his travel team, it started to make more sense. This guy was, I don't know if he was on meth or what, but he was something.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm so glad we were not dating at the time, because I don't know if I would have been able to stop. His mom had to walk by the kid that did it with his stick in hand and try to keep her cool. I was like, I give you props, woman, because I couldn't have done it.
My parents have talked about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, now we used to go there a lot for, again, a beer league, but a lot of the teams reeked of beer. So yeah, that's why I called it a beer league, because they just reeked. They'd go over to the place called The Wheel, which was the bar. They actually had a team that was sponsored by them. I was like, no. But then, of course, the owner of the place was just shady. He was a bit of a pedophile. But, you know, he preyed on the girls that wanted to be preyed on, in a sense. And then he got into, I think it was at the time, he was only 25 maybe, and they got him in a 30 and over league, but he had to play on the DL, like soft.
Yeah.
The blue. Damn it.
Yeah.
So I got him mixed up. Damn it. That could have been all him. Put it on the net. Put it on the net. Shoot that. You know, you can't make shots if you don't put them in. Gotta shoot them. Oh, shit. I'm here today because I have tomorrow off with MLK, so. So yeah, I mean, it was cute. I mean, I got the apology and it was awesome, but I'm like, just, you know, look at it this way. You're doing the same thing. Whatever. And I noticed Irvine doesn't get these ugly bounces. They get clean off the board bounces. It's a lot nicer kept. But hey, I'm not gonna knock it, because I'm glad we have a place to go and play and have fun. And we know a lot of the people. I mean, I'm learning or getting to know them all now, but I've known these people like by stories forever, because David's always talked about them. Did that go in? Yes, damn it. And we've actually beat pretty bad before. I just can't think of who it is now. Ouch. Doesn't that shit hurt? Ooh. Wait, who is this? Come on, guys, I can't see. Let's play. Get them.
Is the shop open?
You know what? It doesn't look like it anymore. It was. He'll probably be back later. Did you need something?
I was actually going to see if I could get some new wheels.
Until I heard him, I'm like, oh, boy, you're lucky you're on the rink. And he's like, Mom, come on now. I'm 18. I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to hear that from your mouth. He's like, well, they started. I'm like, okay, well, then you can finish it. It's okay. Oh. That was better. He's so funny. I don't think I know what he likes doing better now. If it's goalie still or if it's playing out. I think that he's starting to get that feeling back of when he played out. But I'll tell you, Patrick, back in his day, man, he's good. He's good. But back when he was in his days, oof, I love watching him play. He just said, I mean, he would just glide across the floor. His shots were effortless, it seemed like. I mean, now that he's a little older, you know, got to put a little more work into it. But, man, when he was playing for his travel team and stuff, it was worth it. I mean, I spent money on, you know, some new used skates for him and paid for a lot of the tournaments and stuff, but it was so worth it. I think the furthest I went with him was to San Francisco. And they actually took second. But they played their hearts out, that's for sure. But then I found out, actually, just within the past, like, you know, couple years, that his coach didn't like me. And that his coach actually made him choose. I didn't know. Made him choose between hockey and me. I said, that's not right. Especially when I'm paying for it. Why wouldn't he like me because I'm helping you? Nah, he actually made him choose. So that's why he stopped playing. I thought for a long time it was because he couldn't afford it. Which, it was hard, but yeah, it kind of sucked. Because I used to tell David that maybe if he hadn't have met me and he stuck to school more and he would have gone back east, I think he could have done something with it. Whether it was just the collegiate level or not, I think he could have. Because to find out that he'd only been nice, that's two for them. It's the coach or not. When you're like, you know, like almost 50 years old, no. Those are not shots that you want to go in front of, especially I've seen those shots. They're like, you know, 60-mile-an-hour shots sometimes. No way. Oh gosh, we could, come on. Dave and I had talked about buying one of those radar guns to so you could test our shot or his shot. I say our shot, like I don't got one to test his shot or even my son's. Because Matthias, I mean, I feel like I'm giving constructive criticism on the video, but I don't know how anybody's gonna take it. Come on, don't worry, guys. I'm just on the outside looking in. Well, don't worry about it, guys. I've been drinking. Shh, it's okay. That went in. No? No, it didn't. When just Eddie's girlfriend Emily like doing it, I'm like, I think she's little. She's bold enough to do it. I'm like, I could do it. I mean, granted, she does play hockey and she's good. I'm just not as good as I'd like to be on inlines.
Yeah.
I can play on quads all day long.
Yeah.
But and he even made me a boot. Have you seen my skates? He made my skates. So I actually have a hockey boot. So if I wanted to play in them, I could.
Yeah. I've actually played for when they had the D9.
They had something lower?
Yeah. Brian had me playing as goalie, and because like at first I was their all-time defenseman, and so I was they'd be over here.
Yeah.
Score.
You're definitely, you have got to be probably one of like one of the stronger skaters. I mean, you're impressive. I mean, you lose a puck and it's not like you lose a puck because you're still right there.
Yeah.
And I mean, and you're fast and you stop on your skates. You're amazing. I mean, I think you do very, very well. I mean, I would have thought you were playing hockey since you were a wee tot.
Yeah.
Did anybody in your family ever play, or just you?
Just me.
Yeah, do you have siblings?
4. 4 older brothers.
You have 4 older brothers. What's the age difference?
They're all married with kids.
Were you a surprise?
Huh?
Were you a surprise?
No, I was fine. But,
Okay.
But yeah.
See, because I have a brother that's 18 years younger than me.
Huh.
He was a surprise.
Wow.
He was born 2 days before I graduated high school. My mom didn't even know she was pregnant.
Wow.
He would have seen, like, he didn't even have to see a needle or blood. He would have heard the machine and passed out. He was so, and not only that, but then he had to go back because when it was such an emergency, that sitting on the side of the road. We have so many, like, transients that go through there. He was so surprised that it was still there. I said, well, I wouldn't have given it back to you. He's like, yeah, you would have. You're too big of a heart. I'm like, yeah, I know. Well, even if I didn't know you. He's already had, what, 2 goals, but he's got total of 4 points, I think, or 5 points. The last game I watched, he had a natural hat. He had 3 goals in the first period. And I said, okay, show off, let everybody else play. You can just see how much, look at, there he goes. Well, for sure, now he's got a hat trick. Like, what are your bad habits? Because I've never seen you play before. So what would?
Well, just like playing with it.
Does it all too often, and it sucks because he's one of our best players. And so when he gives up on the play, it's like, dude, nice, Jake. That'll be one for your highlights. Go ahead, your highlight reel, whatever you want. That was a good one. I didn't realize how young he was. Because this was the first time I've seen him without his equipment on, was today. And I was like, wow, he's just a baby. He's so cute. Little keychain going there. He's so cute. It's funny, Matthias actually, Matthias would be willing to try to do the whole goalie thing. I think if David decided he didn't want to do it for the Redhawks and move up, because he can't play out in that league at all. Yeah. He knows it. He thought about moving up, but he wants the kids to go too. But he doesn't want to leave like the team. So I think that Maddie actually talked about maybe even trying doing the goalie thing. But I think it's all going to depend now that he's working full time as much as he has been. He's working with David, so he's 5, 6 days a week, and he's working 8-10 hour days. So, but he's learning the trade. Which is awesome because I told him he needed to do something, and school is just, it's not for him. Which, okay, I understand that now. Working at a school, it's not for all kids. Some kids actually thrived on being, when the pandemic hit, we had some kids that were A students that went to being F students. But then there's some kids that were opposite that just thrived on, not being in that classroom atmosphere. I think that those are the ones that got bullied a lot. Damn. I have access to. I just choose not to because I don't want to be a stalker. If it happens in my school, on my campus, well then of course I'll handle it. But if it's not happening on my campus, I'm not gonna be crazy about it, unless it's some high schooler trying to like come and take advantage of my little girls. Which it's done. It's happened. I'm kind of in the process of dealing with that right now. It just sucks because I know the kid personally, and he used to play basketball with my son. And he's got a bad track record right now, and he's been going after my 7th and 8th graders. Dude, you are a junior in high school. Fucking grow up. And he preys on the ones that are troubled. God damn. And then especially after you've had like one of the players like kind of yell at you for like not doing it right. I got a little discouraged after that. But it wasn't my fault. It was actually the machines. I had all the information in, and when I pushed enter, it just didn't register up there. But I've been told, because that's the Wi-Fi one, that it's not always, it doesn't always do it for me. And then one of the players yelled at me. And Mateo's like, no, don't ever let that happen. He's all, one, the scorekeeper has absolutely nothing to do with it and should never be yelled at because she's just keeping score. You gave him a time, and I was like, yeah, but he still yelled. He's on, next time, just hit the horn and stop the clock. He's all, we'll come over and find out what happened. I said, oh, okay. I'll do that next time. Oh. Time, game, set, match. Oh, no, Elmer.